Harvard University tested some of the most common sports supplements.
All right, guys, influencer BS time. Let's take a look. Here we go.
What percentage of them do you think accurately matched what was inside to what was on the label?
Okay, first of all, what's up with those little vials and beakers? I mean, what is going on? Is that supposed to make you think he's some sort of scientist? I call BS.
Maybe 95%? 75%? What if I told you it was closer to 10%? Researchers from the Harvard Medical School tested 57 sports supplements to see how close what was actually inside was to what was listed on the label. Out of the 57 products that were tested, 23 of them weren't only inaccurate, but were found to have no detectable amount of the main ingredient inside of the product at all. And another 7 ended up containing less than 10%, so basically nothing. But trust me, that's not the crazy part yet. On top of that, researchers found that 7 more contained at least one FDA-banned substance inside of them too. In the end, this left only 6 supplements out of the 57 tested actually coming close enough to what was listed on the label, giving them a passing grade. And you're probably thinking, how the does this even happen? Well, you have to understand, supplements don't have to go through clinical trials or get FDA approval before being sold, because they're legally categorized as food products.
Okay, that's BS. Now, vitamin C, creatine, vitamin D, anything that comes in a little capsule, that's a dietary supplement, and that's classified as a dietary supplement, not food. The only thing that's classified as food is protein powders, when you'll see nutritional facts on the back. So he's wrong about that.
Not drugs. The good news, though, is that third-party testing is a real thing. And I'll leave a list of companies that do that in the caption below. Or if you want to spend $50 on almost what you paid for, cross your fingers and pray that it does what it says. Good luck, soldier.
Okay, so let me straighten this out and tell you, because this guy is amateur at best. He's trying to sound scientific. I love when these guys try to sound scientific. He's got the beaker and he's got the great graphics and everything, but he doesn't know shit. You could just tell. So essentially, the third-party testing marketing scam, that was developed by a very popular supplement company who started, in the lab analysis and third-party testing. But that's literally like a 0.5% of what needs to be done when you're selling dietary supplements. First of all, the FDA does regulate the dietary supplement industry, and it regulates them through something called the Code of Federal Regulations 111s. Okay, and you can Google that. Just search it up. CFR 111s, you'll see dietary supplements, you'll see all these regulations. Well, third-party testing, that's so broad, it's meaningless. Meaning that if you own a supplement company, the first step is to register your company with the FDA. The second step is to start looking at how to produce a standard operating manual. Now, in that manual, there's literally like thousands, I don't even know, I wouldn't say 1,000, but estimate, and I'm not kidding here with this estimate because I've done it for years, decades, I'd say over 100, maybe 200 tests that need to be performed on your facility and on the dietary supplement, meaning like your facility needs to follow all these rules in the regulations that if you're making dietary supplements, and that's included if you don't make it, if you use a contract packager, you still have to do it. A lot of supplement companies think, oh, I don't have to do it, I don't actually make it, I just buy it from a contract packager. No, that's completely inaccurate. So testing, I mean, you're talking strength testing, identity testing, purity testing, microbials, you have expiration date, you have manufacturer testing. There's so many tests, it makes your head spin. So what he's trying to do is saying, buy from a company who third-party tests. But what he doesn't say is there's all these little certifications like the NSF and all this other stuff. That's BS. The NSF isn't in the regulations. NSF is just for like show and tell, I would say, just to put on your label. It's a company that charges you, of course, and they want thousands of dollars to put NSF on your label. But that's BS. That's like saying, they test for banned substances, which is totally ridiculous in my opinion. NSF, I feel, is a joke in my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, I would ask, if you want to find out whether a supplement company tests their products, I mean, simply just ask me if they're registered with the FDA. I mean, that's the very first step. Don't ask them if they're third-party tested. All my products are third-party tested, right? I could say that, but show me a strength test, show me an identity test, show me somebody that works for your company that's qualified. I called out a major supplement company. He didn't respond because he knows I'm right, right? That's why they don't respond, because they know I'm right. So don't be fooled by idiots like this. if you're going to buy from a supplement company, the most important thing I would say, to be honest with you, is to talk to the owner. Find out who the owner is of this company and just ask them, what's in your products? Like if you buy, I would say, not necessarily protein powders and creatine, but the thing that kind of gets screwed up is like the supplements, that are in capsules and, kitchen sink supplements. Those are the things that you really want to look for. So, yeah, this guy is amateur at best. And if you want truthful, accurate information about dietary supplements, proteinfactory.com, and follow me on TikTok.